Good afternoon, Phoenix Warrior here. I wanted to talk to you about signs, messages, symbols, getting messages from our loved ones, mostly, from the soul family, as I like to call them, loved ones that have passed on that are trying to connect with us. And if you're a medium or intuitive, psychic, or just even for yourself, want inner guidance, um, one of the best things that I was taught on how to create your signs, symbols, and messages kind of in a book, like a journal. So with mine, I just have a regular notebook and little tabs. And in there, I put down what things mean. So for an example, if I was trying to communicate with somebody on the other side and I wanted to know, um, about a person, one of my signs or symbols is if I see visually Pinocchio and I see the nose growing, then that means that that person exaggerates. And because Pinocchio had like a good heart, this person's not intentional of being mean or cruel or anything like that. They have a good heart, but they'll exaggerate. They'll stretch the truth. If they are a person that lies and you can't trust them and their intentions aren't good, then for me, I see a sidewalk. They lie like a sidewalk. They'll walk on you. Walk on a sidewalk, just for an example. So as you're building your signs and symbols, one of the best things to do is just put it in a notebook and write them down. And as you like another one for an example be like when I'm driving in my Jeep, I set the intention that if I smell alcohol or drugs, it means that there's somebody around me that's impaired. So then I look around and I make sure that I'm careful. And 9 times out of 10, if I smell that, you'll see a car, kind of swerving or whatever. So I just kind of move out of the way. That's just one of the ones that I've used. And over time, you just keep adding it into your journal, I call it signs, like a dictionary. And what it does is instinctively, as you write it and you put them in your notebook, it also tells the spirits, soul family, the ones that you communicate, how you're going to communicate, what certain things mean to you. Because the best explanation of when you're talking with ones on the other side, it's like playing charades because it's energy. It's not like, having a conversation with a real live person, even though some of us we can hear, and over time we've developed and we can physically see things, and that it's still different. It's not the same as having a conversation with a really good friend. And that so with that, that's just a little tip on how to create your own signs and symbols and messages. You can also, like for messages, you can put things in there. What does a feather mean to you? What does a crow mean? What does a cat, what does it mean if there's dimes laying around? For me, what I do is I put that in my message book. Crows is usually a sign of my grandfather. If I see 3, it's my grandfather, my brother, and my dad. If I see 3 or more, then they're really trying to get my attention. And sometimes, it can be a little thick. So that's just one. My mom is like white feathers. So you put that in your book, what certain ones mean to you. Songs, numbers, put the meanings of numbers to you. And over time, it builds. And then you have your own, spiritual book that has the meanings and symbols and things like that. And it also helps the other side so they know how to communicate with us. So there's just a quick little tip. I hope you enjoyed it, and looking forward to talking to you more.